good, YouTube? What's going on with y'all out there, man? Just tuning in. We checking in for another show out here. I got one of my close friends with me from high school named Mario, but we call him Rio. And we should be having more up here. Hold on, I'm gonna just give everybody a second to try to join up. Let me send out the link. My apologies, y'all. Why is not letting me copy it? Hey, Ria, I did send you the script, right?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, cool. I'm just making sure.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you too, though.
All right, bet. That nigga's dead. Hello, nigga.
All right, y'all. I'm at the back right there. All right, y'all. So we got everybody here right now. So welcome in to the podcast once again. Another week, another dollar. You know, we're trying to get it in. I got my homeboys with me here, so I already introduced y'all to Rio. Now we got LG here. That's AK for Larry Green. So what's up to the people, man?
Yeah. What it do? You can hear me, right?
Right, so, yeah, I hear you.
All right, bet. I'm making sure.
All right, so we're gonna start off with we're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna start off with the thoughts we have on the free agency. Like, what exactly y'all thought about the moves we done made thus far with the Dolphins signing Jonathan Smith, and I don't know if y'all seen this one or not, but Davion Nixon.
Hey, I said in the last pod, man, we need a tight end who can move vertically and make plays in the open field. That's exactly what we went and got, bro, for a 2-year, $10 million deal.
That was a cheap deal too.
Yeah, I agree. But the only thing with the tight end situation I will say is I'm not sure of how well he'll be utilized, because I understand we haven't had the greatest tight end group in the world or anything of that nature, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like Mike McDaniel draws up the tight end position to get open, or to try to get them involved as much as I think he could have. Because even though Durham Smythe isn't necessarily a game changer, but he's not just terrible either. He can catch the ball, he can get you possession catches, he can move the chains for you. He's done it here for the last 2 years. And I feel like his numbers wasn't getting called. And when Mike Gesicki was here, his numbers went down drastically under Mike McDaniel. So I got to see him be able to call a scheme where the tight end is actually being utilized. But what do y'all think of the Davion Nixon signing? And not just him as a player, though, but what do y'all think that means for Christian Wilkins? Because he signed a 3-year deal.
Oh, Davion Nixon did?
Huh?
Davion Nixon signed a 3-year deal?
Yeah, with us, yeah.
Oh, nah, then Christian Wilkins, I'm sorry to say, bro, but it don't look like we're. I won't say that we're not going to try to re-sign him, but I'm pretty sure that how things are currently looking, especially with Sheila being re-signed for a cheap deal and we getting him for a 3-year cheap deal as well, we can get that production that we want out of D tackle, out of those guys. And it's just a money thing, to be honest. It's nothing personal. I don't want to say it's just business, because business side of things, you know.
I mean, I think it is a business move, though, because I think at the end of the day, I think they're under the same thought process that I was under, man. Christian Wilkins is a good player. But I just think that the money he's asking for is just not the caliber of player he is.
Yeah.
That's just me. Now I know Rio feel differently, so I let him go ahead and talk real quick.
I mean, yeah, I would like to keep them, but it's just, I mean, if they're not gonna move, if they're gonna move on, they're gonna move on. Do I think they should move on? No, but hey, if it happens, it happens, man. You just got to see what Knicks in them. So
I gotta go watch some film on Davion Nixon. I ain't even
yeah,
really
that's
know
what
who
I'm
he
saying.
was,
Like,
to be honest with you.
what? Who did
Yeah,
he?
he played for the
Who,
Panthers.
He played with the Panthers.
okay, yeah, okay. All right, I had
He
the right
he
place.
he ain't a guy. He ain't a guy that's really that was really sought after. He only I think he only played in 7 games. He had a sack and about I think 9 tackles, if I'm not mistaken. So he wasn't. This isn't a guy that's a home run hit kind of like signing. This is a depth signing. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if this move necessarily means Christian Wilkins is good as gone, but it doesn't help his case because
But now, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish your point.
yeah, the reason why I say that is because when you look at the market right now, because Chris Jones inked his deal. It said he had, I believe, 90 million guaranteed, and they said the annual
Yeah,
pay would be 32 million a season.
that's a
And I
nice
think that's the
contract.
kind of money Christian Wilkins is trying to aim for. He's trying to aim for that 25 annually to how much ever else after that. But I just don't believe he's worth that. That's just me. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I do think he's a good player, and I do think if they can keep him, they absolutely should. But it's just too many other holes to keep just handing out these $100 million contracts to all of these front seven, front four players, and you're not winning playoff games out of it. It just doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah,
you got Bradley Chubb with a 100. I think Bradley Chubb signed $120 million deal or 105, something like that.
I think
Then
he'll
you
have to
got
respect for that contract too.
yeah. Then Zach Sealer, you got Zach Sealer who
Mm-hmm.
ain't the contract, which wasn't expensive in
It was.
compared.
He gets like 12, 13 million a year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really that's not really gonna break you in the end. Excuse me, but at the end of the day, you're paying guys big money to come play on your front seven, and you're not winning playoff games, bro. Like at some point, you can't just keep paying people and think it's just going to change one day. You got to make changes. So I think Christian Wilkins is just on the wrong end of the payday, honestly. But
If we
is
had
there
more
anything
cap,
else about that?
I believe that. To be honest with you, I think that if some way somehow we could negotiate where he comes in on a deal where he's getting paid like a fair amount, I'm gonna say a fair amount. I don't want to
Okay.
say I don't want to say pay him pay him a fair amount on a 2-year deal, maybe like a prove it type deal. Like let's see if you really the caliber player that you think you are. I know we franchise tagged him, and he kind of showed it, and I see that they want to go in the direction of securing the quarterback over, a D tackle, which any smart NFL team should do so. But if he wanted to come
But
in on a 2-year deal, 1-year prove it type deal, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Because it's not like he's a bad player.
Right.
Michael
Right.
Penix.
And I think the thing that is kind of troublesome with that approach is because, like what you just said, bro, like he already done bet on himself and he won. So I don't think
Yeah,
he's
he
going
kind
to
of
sign.
did. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to sign anything that's not a long-term deal with the dollar amounts he wants to see, without the dollar amounts, I should say. He wants to see the 24, 25 annually contract. Like he doesn't want anything less than that now, especially being the fact that he went out and had a career season. So
yeah.
he's going to garner that regardless if they give him the contract or not. Someone's going to pay him. That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, it would be unfortunate to lose a player of his caliber, especially with the team in the state they're in right
Mm-hmm.
now in terms of the defensive side. I mean, your two best pass rushers they may not be back for at least a month into the season. Then you have your front seven as a totality. It just doesn't look that groundbreaking. It's just not hitting right now. Your linebacker core is non-existent right now outside of David Long. Then you got Zach Sealer. Then if Christian Wilkins does walk, theoretically speaking, you got Davion Nix coming in. Then you got who else? Maybe Raekwon Davis. They decided to bring him back. It's just
Oh,
it's
did
just
we
a lot.
did we bring him back?
Not that I heard of, but who knows? He should be cheap, so he might be good for a depth piece, but that's about it. But it's just not much there right now on the defensive side, and it's truth be told,
That's
it's
true.
kind of worrisome because this is a team that was talented at that side of the unit for like 3 years, and now and this is why I had a problem with them trying to build through the defense a couple years back on the Brian Flores because this always happens with defensive led teams. Unless you have a great historical defense, you're not going to win playoff games or sustain success every year behind the defense. You're just not. You need offensive firepower these days. You just do.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my biggest issue with everything. But let's move on to the next topic, though. And next topic, we got the team priorities. Like, who do you all believe they should prioritize, not only in free agency, but who they should prioritize re-signing? So, Rio, I'll let you go first.
Oh man. So, um, I would say like prioritizing with free agency. I honestly feel like should go after corner. Like I was saying in game chat, like I feel like Snead would, be one of the ideal corners we should go after. Like we seen what he did in the playoffs, we seen what he did against Tyreek, and either any other of those other big time receivers during the playoff run that speak volumes game. So I know I'm a big defensive guy, so I would say Snead would be someone to prioritize. And I'm not honestly sure about linebackers, which linebackers are in free agency. I heard something about Patrick Queen,
Mhm.
and just maybe, he could be a decent piece to add. But as far as on whoever's on the team, I honestly can't really tell you who all needs to get re-signed right now. But who's up for contracts?
Uh, you
Because we
got
just
Robert
re-signed Nick
Hunt.
Needham.
You got Robert Hunt. You got
That's one for
Connor
sure, Daniel.
Williams. Connor Williams. You got AVG. You got
Mm-hmm.
who else? I know they just extended Jake Bailey for whatever reason, but
Yeah, we signed Elijah Campbell and Nick Needham
Yeah,
today.
Neek. Yeah, I seen those two re-signings.
and
So based off of those names already, I would say
Raekwon
Connor
Davis was
Williams, Connor Williams, and Robert Hunt for sure, especially Robert Hunt. I
okay.
feel like those two that's already on the team, those could be the two guys that we should look to re-sign. AVG, I get it. Like, he's a great player, like I said before, but I mean, we need those people on that front line. And I know we kind of was injury riddled, so on that line. So we really need those guys, especially if they can remain healthy throughout the season.
Okay. All right, what you say, Larry?
Um, I'll bring back Robert Hunt. Connor Williams, I feel like he's a vital piece, but again, talking about money, I don't think we should re-sign him from a money standpoint. Only for the simple fact that
Hold on, who background that is?
what doing
I
what
think that's whoever got the game on the speakers.
I was about to say, my boy, you gotta mute that boy. I ain't trying to get copyrighted, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It sound like TV.
I mean my girl watching TikTok right now.
Oh, that's why. Oh yeah,
You get copyrighted for a TikTok video?
she get copyrighted from anything, bro.
Anything.
Sheesh.
But you can finish your thought though.
Connor Williams only for the simple fact that his his pay tag is I wouldn't want to give him what he wants top center money. And I'm not saying Connor Williams is a bad offensive lineman or center at all, but I don't feel like that'll be a smart investment. I think you could mold your own O lineman. Like I don't
Okay.
think we should give him that kind of money. Now, as far as what we should target in free agency, I think we definitely need to go get a safety. Anything in the I don't want to say anything in the secondary in particular, but we do need secondary help.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely do need a linebacker for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jonnu Smith isn't no franchise piece, so I would like to draft a tight end rather than signing one since we signed him. I'd rather us draft a tight end than one of them top 3 rounds. But yeah, I think we need to address defense more, to be honest with you, man. Because we signed Jonnu Smith. We got the depth pieces that we need at corner. All right, let's go get a safety, a linebacker, and let's go get an old lineman in the draft and a tight end later on.
Okay. Well, me personally, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I agree with the positions y'all said was a need. I
Mm-hmm.
especially agree with Rio about the Legarius Sneed point because I feel as if Legarius Sneed is a legitimate corner in this league, and I love his aggressive nature he plays with. But
Yeah, yeah.
the only thing about Legarius Sneed, in my opinion, is you will have to trade for him at least a second round pick, and of course you got to pay him. But I just think it's so many other holes that could be filled right now, man. And I don't know if they have the luxury of trading picks. Now, if they made the move, I wouldn't be mad at all. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I love Legarius Sneed. I think Legarius Sneed, y'all know me, like I love aggressive players. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I wouldn't be upset at all if Jerry Sneed came here. In fact, I might be happy about it. But in the back of my mind, I still know, like, man, it took a second round pick to get him. So that's going to be something that to think about. But the thing for me and the two biggest needs I think this team needs is, for one, they have to me, in my opinion, they have to re-sign Robert Hunt. I think Robert Hunt is the one guy that you can't let walk. And the reason I say that is because Robert Hunt literally was the only lineman you have for the last 3-4 years, maybe now, that has been consistently good and available.
And improved.
Exactly. He's
Mm-hmm.
consistently improved every year as well. He's the only guy. Everyone else, I mean, they've been a revolving door or they've been inconsistent at the positions they played. And that's despite the fact that he started off as a tackle with us. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
always a guard. So he still was learning on the job while still competing and being a Swiss Army knife almost at other positions. So I think they need to prioritize Robert Hunt for sure. Connor Williams, as far as he goes, I wouldn't be shocked at all if Connor Williams walks because he is coming off of, I think it was a meniscus injury or ACL, whichever one.
It was ACL.
He's coming off a serious injury, so there's no
Mm-hmm.
telling what his market will look like right now because there's no telling when he'll play the start of next season. And on top of that, I think you could get. I think you can get better in the draft. It's a lot of good young linemen out there in the draft, and I think it's a lot of young linemen. Well, not young, but young veterans. Excuse me, in free agency right now. Like the guy that just got released by the Patriots. I forgot his name, but
To my Mike O, or
yes,
Trent Brown. Mike O.
not Trent Brown, the guard. The guard.
Yeah, Mike O.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's nice. I like him. I think we should
So I
target him.
wouldn't be upset if they. That's why I wouldn't be upset if they targeted someone like that in free agency. But my biggest thing, and I've been saying this since we started the podcast, since I started the podcast, I think the Dolphins, I think they need to go out and get a damn linebacker. I just think at this point they're fooling themselves if they think they could go in next season with the same linebacker group or just one minuscule added piece for depth or borderline starter caliber player and think it'll work. It's not. It's just not. Even if you don't get Patrick Queen, I think Frank Louvu, the dude from the Panthers, is a damn good player. He's a free
Oh,
agent.
the Panthers didn't resign him.
No,
Oh wow, that's
I think
crazy.
I think he's a damn good player. I think if you can't get Patrick Queen, because rumors has it Patrick Queen, Geno Stone, and Jadeveon Clowney want to go play with Mike McDonald for the with the Seahawks since he's the new HC or whatever. If those rumors are true and they come to fruition, so be it. You could go get another young guy who still is slowly approaching his prime years, who just finished the last two seasons with over 200 tackles. You can still go out and get this guy, and he's decent at rushing the passer as well. He has 12 and a half sacks the last 2 years. So this is a guy that comes in and fills in not only the linebacker position, but he'll help you rush the passer as well, with the fact that you're missing your top two edge rushers. So they have to prioritize these things, and I just think it would be idiotic to not even bring this guy in. I think this is a guy they need to have conversations with, truly. And last thing I'll say, the last play I think they should target, because I don't have, honestly, truth be told you, I don't have a problem with them bringing back Deshaun Elliott at safety. I really don't. I thought he played pretty well this season. I don't think he was a game changer or anything like that, but I thought he played well. I really did. So if they were to resign him, I wouldn't be upset at it. And with that being said, though, I think they should go after a power back, and I would love to see Derrick Henry lace it up. Just, I know he won't, but I'd love to see him
Yeah,
try to make it happen.
I'm gonna be honest about at least the Derrick Henry one. I think Derrick Henry might be going to Dallas. He just bought a house over there.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I feel.
But
He
I
just
mean,
bought a house over there.
they got to get some kind of power runner, man, because the finesse running can only work for so long. You can't keep say it.
Josh Jacobs out there.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs too. That's who I think. That's who I thought the Cowboys was gonna go after, honestly. But I ain't know Derrick Henry bought a house out in Dallas, but we'll see. But they can't keep thinking the finesse running style is gonna keep working, bro, because it ain't worked for about the last month of the season. If we're being honest, it was stretches in the season where it didn't work. It's just that they had so many other explosive games that you kind of glanced over it. But,
I'm gonna ask you a question after your point.
now go ahead.
All right. So now remember, you said that you wouldn't want to take. I ain't saying you would, because you said you would take him because he's aggressive and everything. But you say you wouldn't want to trade your second round pick for Snead, right?
I mean, ideally, no, but I wouldn't have a problem at all if they did, though.
But you would trade Waddle for Trent McDuffie?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, bro!
I mean, I would, bro. I would.
Come on, bro. A second round pick compared to Waddle and L'Jarius
Bro,
Snead and Trent McDuffie. I don't know, bro.
here's the difference. Here's the difference for me. The difference for me is like I said last week when I had brought up the points of it's easier to replace the receiver position than it's ever been in the history of the game. And the reason I say that is because Jalen Waddle, you see guys like Jalen Waddle every other draft now. Not his skill set per se, but I'm talking about from a production standpoint. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I said before, you got guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tank Dell, Puka Nacua, uh, T. Higgins a while back, Mike Williams a while back. Like you got guys who fall, and Elijah Moore a while back. Like you have guys who fall, or you could get on like day twos and day threes and stuff like that, and they are just as productive, if not more, than someone like Jalen Waddle. And to me, in my opinion, if I can go out and get an all pro caliber player, which Trent McDuffie is, for Jalen Waddle, knowing that I can replace him in the draft that is loaded with receivers. I mean, this receiver class is legit. So it's not like you don't have options there if you were to move on from them. Now it would be different if it wasn't if that wasn't the case. If that wasn't the case, then maybe I really have to sit and think about it. But as it stands now, knowing what we know about the draft and the receivers that come out these days, like bro, it's to me, in my personal opinion, it's really not. I mean, even Jarvis Landry was a day 3 pick. What Jarvis Landry was a third round. So
I believe 79th overall. I believe. Don't quote me on that.
So I mean, it's not like it's impossible to replace that kind of production. Now the skill set, I'm not saying you can find anywhere, but the production, you can get that replaced.
63rd overall. 16 picks off. But yeah,
Okay,
I
so
mean,
we got some breaking news though, y'all. The Dolphins did resign Robert Jones. I thought it was Robert Hunt, man.
Robert Hunt.
Not
Oh,
Robert
Robert
Jones.
Jones.
do I like that pick? No, I do not.
Yeah, they just announced that they resigned to a 1 year deal. I thought it was
1 year
Robert
deal,
Hunt.
I'll
I
take
seen
that.
Robert.
I'll take the 1 year.
A
I'll take the
1 year,
1
I
year.
will always take a 1 year deal, bro. Because if you get not, God forbid, of course, you get hurt. I didn't really lose much. But if
My
you go
thing
out there
is,
for that 1 year and you be productive, then the next year we get to talk about trade talks, contract talks. But go
Mhm.
ahead, Ariel, what you saying?
I don't understand the Elijah Campbell.
The Elijah Campbell signing.
He a special teamer. That's all.
I hope so. I'm
He a,
sorry to say,
he a
but
special.
and don't get me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, man, I would literally go, to a team in the NFL just strictly off of special teams personally. And we do is an important part of the game. But honestly, like, yeah, we could we that's like a Keon Coast. I don't know if y'all know when we had him. Like he was supposed to be that's quote unquote special teams dude, but what
Yeah,
he didn't
he
even play
got
the
cut
season.
though. He got cut too.
And, yeah, and wasn't he hurt like
He
two?
played in the
Yeah, he
Bengals
was hurt.
game,
He
and
was hurt.
Jamar Chase. He played in the Bengals game, and Jamar Chase just had a field day with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so with that, and then also I would say a sidebar. Two guys that I don't know if we had that in the script, but two guys that I do see excel this next year, and I was happy when we signed both of them. But
mm-hmm,
it's Cam Smith
mm-hmm.
and Channing Tindall. I know Channing Tindall is mainly on special teams. I see him. He's a fast linebacker, but I feel like he needs, especially Cam Smith for sure, because I feel like they tried him when they put
Mm-hmm.
Bonner in the game before him. But yeah, Cam Smith and Channing, I want to see more from them this year. Hopefully, Anthony will have something for them, or if they could get over that, you know. So
Right. And I agree. I agree from the perspective of They need an opportunity. I agree with that completely because you got to know what you got to figure out what you got, and I 100% agree with that. But the thing with Chetty Tindall, man, he just his instincts not there, bro. Because when he has played, he has not looked good. Like it's not good. Like he's athletic, he's fast, he's all of those good things. He has all the physical traits you would want from a sideline to sideline, weak side linebacker. But he just lacks the intangibles in a sense because he doesn't have the wit about him on the field. He doesn't recognize plays. He overplays certain gaps and lanes, and to the point where he gives up more that was there or that could have been prevented. Like it's just, I mean, maybe coaching could help that for sure, not doubting that, but at some point he has to put it together. At some point, he just has to, because it's not like with Cam Smith and Chenny Tindall. It's not like they didn't have. Excuse me. It's not like they didn't have chances. Like Cam Smith, how many players we had got hurt at corner? X got hurt at one point. Eli Apple got hurt at one point. Ramsey was out for half the year. Nick Needham was out for a good portion of the year. And he never touched the field. Now, again, maybe some of that is on coaching, but some of it got to be because this dude ain't ready either. Like, you ain't just getting started over by Bonner and these other guys just because you not getting the chance. You're not doing something right. But I do agree. They need an opportunity for sure because you got to see what you got from them. I mean, what Chetty Tindall was a 4th-round pick and Cam Smith a 2nd-round pick. You got to see what you got.
Yeah, I feel like with that being said about the playtime and stuff like that. I mean, I did hear, especially well, I think for sure Channing Tindall was like he had his opportunities for sure, but I was hearing a lot of things, on social media and stuff like that. Even from Ramsey himself was saying how, Fangio really didn't, unlock the full potential of the defense, and us as Dolphins fans knew like, yo, why is Ramsey on one side of the field? I mean, yeah, on one side of the field, like we're playing like default cornerback matchup on that, and like that did not make sense to me on why he was just on one side of the field the whole game. And you have what's his name? Kohu out here getting killed by Diggs and all these other great receivers. And it's like I was also hearing like how, yeah, it wasn't, they didn't really get to their full potential, even with X. Like when X left, Ramsey had said something about that too.
Yeah.
I heard that. I was hearing like I don't know. Someone said that Cam Smith said that, but it was something about how like Fangio really didn't like him as a player, and I don't know. It could maybe be his character in practice or something like that. But from what I've seen, and I know preseason is not that much to go off of, but from what I've seen from preseason, he had a pretty good preseason game until he messed up his shoulder, I think. And he messed up his shoulder by diving and getting a deflection. So he's an aggressive player. Cam Smith is aggressive corner too. But
Mm-hmm.
I do see a lot of traits where it may be because I've seen him jump different passes where he got beat on a double move. So,
Yeah, I agree.
maybe that's yeah, so maybe that could be, the reason they're trying to get him out of that. But we'll have to see, honestly. But I think those, especially Cam Smith, I want to see him play a lot more, especially at like I would say the slot corner position. Of course, if we get, another good corner to go on the outside of and other side of Ramsey. So we'll see.
You got anything to add, Larry?
Um, I think we gotta give Cam Smith a chance. See how Anthony Weaver could use him. I did see some things about Van Gio and Cam Smith never really meshed because as soon as Van Gio, it was reported after the season that he was leaving the team for Philadelphia. Cam Smith had some choice words for him on Instagram, and he shared it on his story, I believe. He was on the Instagram Live, and a lot of players came out. Even when X got released, Xavier Howard got released, Jalen Ramsey came out and was like, I feel sorry that I could only play with you for a season because our coordinator wasn't putting us in the right position. So a lot of people in the defense bought into what he was doing, but they didn't connect with him. Like it was like a business thing. Like, hey man, you my coach, you my boss, so I got to do what you say. But I don't rock with you like that. Like I'm not coming over to your house for dinner. We're not sending Christmas cards. So I do see that there was a obvious rift in that defensive on the defensive side of the ball. And a lot of people in the locker room even didn't like how Van Gio operated and things like that. So we will see now. Now go ahead. Okay. But we will see now like how things pan out with Anthony Weaver. He seems like he has the right mentality leading the defense. So we just got to see how we do from there. He likes, man on aggressive type corners. That's Ramsey, and Ramsey could, mold Cam Smith to be that same thing. And so, we'll see.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I just want to say this. I'm gonna add to it. I do agree from the perspective that Vic Fangio could have utilized the players he had at his disposal better, but I still feel like we got to be fair when we talk about the situation because we have to realize that Ramsey, he could be as upset as he wanted to be. He missed half the year, bro. There's no one else to blame for it. You can't blame coaching. You can't blame yourself. Injuries happen. It's a part of the game. But at the end of the day, he had to start out Eli Apple as his starter for majority of this season because his top two corners were consistently hurt. I mean, you can't dial anything up that's exotic when you are down to your third and fourth string corners every other week. It just doesn't make sense. And I get it. They could be frustrated. That's cool. But hey, you and this dude played what? How many games him and X played together? 4, maybe.
Like 3 or 4.
I mean, bro, what did you want him to do? And in one of those games, X got hurt. Like seriously, like what did you want him to do at that point? And I get it. You have every right to feel like you could have been utilized more and the season could have went differently. But I think what we're forgetting is this man, even with all the injuries, even with Ramsey going down for half the year, with Chubb, Phillips, AVG, with what's my boy, Javon Holland missing time, with David Long going in and out the lineup, Deshaun Elliott, even with all the players that was getting hurt on the defensive side, bro, he still coached a top 10 unit. And that, to his point and to his credit, is nothing short of a miracle. Like he went out and he coached a unit that was literally riddled with injuries. They were missing 9 starters on the defensive side alone. And they did it in a game against the Chiefs. They kept them in the game for a large portion of the game until the end, where the offense literally gave them nothing. So I can't sit here and blame solely Fangio for the defensive woes because injuries occurred and he still gave you the best he had. Now, could he have played Cam Smith more? I absolutely think so because I think regardless, listen, if you like him or not, it's a business. You're not here to be liked or loved by anyone. You're here to coach players and try to help them get to the best that they possibly can reach. But from, like I said, the first podcast we did, like if we go back to that point that I made, a lot of people have stated and came out and said that it wasn't just the players wasn't getting the opportunities to do what they wanted to do or play comfortable. It was the fact that a lot of them didn't want to put the extra work in to be great. And that was a very big, that's what's reported. A big disconnect came in with the players and Fangio because A lot of them wanted to live the party life. I mean, of course, it's Miami. Like, it's not unbelievable. It's we heard these reports for years. Like, it's Miami, it's Florida. You get all your money. You go to any strip club. Tootsie's literally 10 minutes from the stadium. You feel me? So it's not impossible to believe. So I mean, when I look at it from that perspective, it's blame to go around everywhere. And I just think we got to be fair to everybody. Yeah, Fangio could have gave Cam Smith more playing time. Yeah, he could have started him over Bonner, maybe even Eli Apple some games, because Eli Apple, I believe, 1 or 2 games was a hefty scratch. But at the end of the day, bro, it's gonna be a hard task and a tall task for any coach, down to dudes off the street as they edge rushers, to produce a solid unit. It's gonna be hard for any coach, and he did it. So I got to give him credit for that.
Cool. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I'll add to that too, and it's understandable. Like, and honestly, yeah, no, I'm gonna give Fangio his flowers still. Like, he did a good job. I'm not saying that. It's just, I feel like it could have, from the coach that he is and rep and how everybody views, I felt like yeah, great job, but I feel like, a little more could have happened. And in all honesty, when it comes to like coaching and player development, and yeah, I get, we got some of those coaches that's hardcore ones that, are old school
Yeah,
like that. But I'll say look at Andy Reid and coaching style and how around the players and stuff like that. And it's, multiple other Kyle Shanahan, people like that, these players actually love these coaches, even old players. They love these coaches. Tyree Hill still love, Andy Reid. And I feel like if you have that relationship, or if you could build that relationship with your players, especially coming from playing college ball and going through two, types of coaching, with terrible coaching in one school and then the other school, great coaching. And it's
mm,
like you would literally get the best player, and the player will go 10 times harder for a coach that
mm,
they like than a coach that, like, that is like, like, dang, this and that, or he not letting, guys roam free. He want people to do what they have to do, and that's it, and things like that.
mm.
Like, that kind of plays like player development, and keeping your players happy and comfortable on the field is like some big things that you need. And that's why I feel like that's why Andy Reid is successful, Kyle Shanahan is successful. Shoot, I don't even know about like Nick Sirianni. He's like to me, he's a dick. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like dude. His face, just his face for me. But I think even him, like his players even like him.
Yeah,
But
yeah. All
yeah,
right.
I just feel like that, that player development the right way, and having your players comfortable around you, and you able to get to the like the nitty gritty of how they supposed to play, because they'll listen to you more and they'll respect you more as a man and a coach. So
Right.
yeah, I just feel like that's really what was with Fangio.
Right. I agree with that. I agree. I definitely do think it has to be a level of likeness there to help
Hmm.
not only be comfortable in the on the team, but just to earn just that tad bit more of respect and effort from your players. So I definitely agree with that from that perspective. I just think of it from the perspective as well. Like, I see both sides of the coin and both sides of the story. Like, I see what the players are saying, but I see also where Fangio is coming from as well. Because it's like, at the end of the day, bro, coach is coach. Like, they can't do nothing more than that. Like, they can't make you go harder. They can't make you do anything. You go out there, you do that yourself. So at the end of the day, I just feel as if a lot of things that has happened and that has transpired on the team, I just feel like it was one big. not a letdown, but I just feel like it was a bit. They came short of expectations. Anything else you wanted to add there?
Um, I think I said what I really wanted to say, really, but just to piggyback on what y'all was saying from a likeness standpoint, I feel like that's why the people, why the I said the people, why the players revolt so much around Mike McDaniel because he takes their best interest at heart, and of course they see that, especially with the quarterback, they see it with Tua. So to see that my coach puts that much emphasis on having a relationship with me. That's what I was looking for. Just to have to be there for when I feel like a coach should be there. I think that's what the players really wanted in a sense in a coach.
Mm-hmm.
But it is to that same point. A coach just hit a coach. Like he ain't here to be your friend. He ain't here to just try to get to know you, see how the family doing and all that. Like
Yeah,
they here to just do their job and they going about their business.
yeah. It's definitely a fine line there that needs to
Hmm.
be walked like a tightrope. But let's move on to the next topic. So I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on Teron Armstead coming back, and they restructured his deal so he can stay with the team for another year. What did y'all think about that? Do y'all think it's time to move on? Do y'all think it's time for him to retire? What do y'all think?
I love the decision to bring him back, honestly, because I feel like he does bring a sort of production to the squad.
What up, bro?
I don't.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Apologies. Apologies. I'm a little
It's
late.
all
Yeah,
good. You finished, Larry.
yeah. I just feel like, especially with him restructuring his deal, I think
Mhm.
I think it just shows that he wants to be here in Miami. Like he showed that, hey man, I know I've been hurt, so this is me paying for that. Like I haven't been completely available for you guys, but I really love being here. I love playing for the squad. So I think bringing him back was a good idea. Plus, he's a centerpiece of the O line. So I think it was smart to bring back that kind of veteran presence from a person who is an All Pro, who has done it in the league for a long time, who has played with great players. I think it was
Mhm.
a smart decision to bring him back.
Okay. Uh, Lewis, as you joining up late, man, get you caught up to speed. So right now we talking about. Well, for one, let me get your thoughts on what you thought about the two signings the Dolphins made so far with Jonnu Smith and Davion Nixon, the D tackle from the Panthers.
Um, I'm not necessarily insanely moved by both. However, I do like the Johnu Smith move, even though I really do like Durham Smythe. I like the Johnu Smith move. He's shown he can make some plays. You give him the ball a little bit. Um, my concern is I don't know if Johnu Smith is a good blocker, so I'm concerned how they use him. And Davion Nixon, I don't know too much about him personally. Maybe I mean obviously we probably added him because our front seven is trash, so we just need players. But still looking forward to
Mhm.
see what they can do, what they can contribute.
Okay. And the last thing, the other topic we was talking about, what do you who you think the team should prioritize bringing back in terms of the free agents we have pinned on our own team, and who do you think they should target in free agency?
I think a necessity should be might be a little bit unpopular, but it should be Andrew Van Ginkel. 100%. We really need a guy like him back. Christian Wilkins, whatever, but I definitely feel like Andrew Van Ginkel. That's a must. That's somebody we got to bring back. Who do
Mhm.
I want? I don't know how much he's gonna cost, but I love Justin Simmons paired with Javon Holland. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I'd want that. I think that
that'd
would
be
be really.
nice.
I think that would be really, really, really locked down, no fly zone. That's what I would really like, personally. So I'll say Justin Simmons for sure.
Okay. Not bad at all.
I
Not
love that.
bad.
I forgot he had got released the other day.
Just got released
Yeah,
too.
him and Kevin Byard.
Kevin Byard just signed with Chicago.
Chicago for 2
Oh, he did.
years.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
2 years, 15 mil.
hmm
Oh, I did not see that. That's
Chicago
And
okay.
not playing around.
I like that addition too for them, but
That's
I feel like
good. They brought back Jalen Johnson and then they brought in Byard, so they doing something.
I really
Yeah.
love for us to go get Justin Simmons. That'd be a very nice piece. And I feel like that's we don't have to waste a draft pick on that position in particular.
We just
Yeah.
need
It had Justin Simmons still relatively young too. How old Justin Simmons? Like what, 27,
29, I
26?
think.
if we get him. Also, I'd like to flirt, like I said in the past before, I'd like to flirt a little bit with Marlon Humphrey, see where he's at. See,
Ooh.
play around with him. Marlon Humphrey.
I'm not
Is
a
he a
fan.
free agent?
Yeah. He got released early in free agency.
Yeah,
Marlon
I'm not.
Humphrey?
Justin Simmons, 30, y'all.
30?
I'm cool with he's still playing good.
30.
So I'm good.
Damn, I didn't think he was that old. But
I
nah,
didn't
he's
know
still
Marlon
playing.
Humphrey got released.
He's still playing at a good level though. But I'm not that big on Marlon Humphrey, so I'll let y'all have that one. But let's move on to the next topic we was talking about though. So last thing I'm gonna ask you, Lewis, we was talking about our thoughts on Armstead coming back to the team and him restructuring his deal to come back. What are your like initial thoughts of that?
Is he gonna play? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. If he's actually gonna play or not. You can restructure your deal all you want, but if you're not playing, then it's still a waste of money, no matter how many times we restructure. So if you're restructuring and you play the whole season or you play most of the games, cool. But if you restructure and you fucking like miss a bunch of games like you did last season, I'm still not satisfied because we're still paying you too much money for you to be sitting on the sidelines.
Right, I agree with that completely. I think honestly, in my opinion, I think they should have approached this Teron Armstead situation like they did with the like the Denver Broncos did. Excuse me, with the Russell Wilson situation. Man, it's not as severe or as cat catastrophic as it could
Mhm.
be, but at some point, man, he got to rip the band-aid off, bro. Like this dude has been here. He's missed at least 6 games in each season he's been here. That's just not going to cut it. It's just not. Like, I get it. When he's on the field, he's fantastic. He's good. He's one of the 3 to 4 best left tackles in the league. Not denying him of that. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to be able to be on the field and play. And he's just not available enough. And it's concerning because when he's out, it is a drastic difference from what the line is. Even though already got to give credit to Kendall Lamb, I thought he had a pretty damn good season, replacing him at times. But it's just it's a clear difference there when he's not out there. So I just personally feel as if at some point you just gotta lick your wounds and take your L's sometimes, man. I just think it's one of them. This was a signing that did not pan out. He's on the wrong side of 30 now. He's not getting younger. He's going to just stay more injured because his body isn't going to heal as fast as he was if he was younger. So this is a guy who I just believe they need to just again lick your wounds from, move on. It is what it is. It happens. Players get signed to bad contracts every year. This is one of them.
Yeah, with
I agree with you.
and we're talking about Teron Armstead now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead, Rio.
Okay. Yeah, so with he said and what he's done or what are they reconstructing it to? Anybody know? Or they ain't say yet.
They didn't say
Uh,
yet. They just said they
They
just
didn't give
reworking.
the full details. They just said they restructured him so he could be brought back next season.
Okay. But yeah, with Teamstead, like yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to go with T on this one. Like it's a bittersweet signing with me, like or idea of reconstructing the contract. But he is right, and he is injury riddled, and it's like when you see him on the field, especially in those pile ups, it's like, please, God, for the love of God.
stay away from this man's legs because if he falls, it's over. Like literally,
Right.
like if he falls, it's over. So with T said, like I like him. He's like you said, he's like top three left tackles in the league. Him, Trent Williams, and like two other ones. But yeah, like it's good to have him on the team, but it's like you can't really expect too much, or you gotta expect to have him injured, like you said, 6, 7, 8 games out of the season.
Mhm.
So yeah, like yeah, that's a bittersweet one for me.
I
Right.
agree with you. We just have to like rip the band-aid off. Like at some point, you just gotta accept your L and just take your L. Like, and it's not like Teron Armstead's a bad player. He's a great player. It's just sometimes you gotta take your L. Like, you're just not on the field, bro. We have to move on. I mean,
Right.
would y'all use a top pick in the our top pick in the draft for right
That was
tackle,
actually
left
going.
tackle?
I'm glad you just mentioned that because that was a question I wanted to ask y'all. This is kind of off script, but I wanted to ask y'all that. So, what, Larry? You know what pick we got? I think you know because I remember you told me last time.
22, 21, 22.
We got the 21st pick in this draft.
All right, so we got the 21st pick. All right, so just for theoretically speaking, hypothetically speaking, you're the GM. Who are y'all taking? Like, who was your
That
ideal?
guard out of Washington who ran the 4.9. I like that guy. I forgot his name, but I watched his combine. They were showing this tape and
Oh,
everything. But
that old lineman.
the old lineman, that
Yeah.
guard. I would really love that boy on the squad, man.
Well,
Okay,
for me, I'm staying
From an
away
old
from them.
line
I'm
perspective.
staying away from them Notre Dame motherfuckers because Liam Eichenberg put a fear in my heart.
Oh my
Um,
god, don't even say that dude's name.
uh, but honestly, that dude from Alabama, J.C. Latham, whatever. I
yeah,
think he's solid.
Latham. Yeah,
He's solid.
yeah,
I
you're right.
think
He's
I
solid.
think he's very solid. I'd use it on him. I'm sorry, Eichenberg scared me. I don't want any Notre Dame player ever again. He scared
Um,
me.
nah, I don't think if you're speaking on Joe Alt, I don't think he's leaving the top 5. I think Arizona might actually go get him out of Arizona. The Chargers. That's what I meant to say.
You don't
Okay,
think the Chargers go and get Brock Bowers?
Nah,
I think Brock Bowers locked at the Chargers, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
you think so?
Yeah, I
A
don't
lot
He
of
think he
might
mocks,
got.
be.
a lot of mocks had him a lot of mocks had the Chargers taking
Rome. They
Joe
had him
Alt
taking Rome.
taking
I
who?
seen a lot of people. I seen a lot of people got the Chargers taking Rome. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be
I don't.
disgusting.
I
That'd
would.
be disgusting.
Would I like that? I mean, I don't know, but
In the second round, we should take Keon Coleman, but I digress.
All right, so who you say, Rio?
Seminoles.
Hey, yeah. Keon coming out the board for us.
For the
Easy,
first
but
round?
not first round. Come on now.
Oh, I
Come on.
was.
No, but I do like that offensive lineman that ran the 4.9. I actually
Okay,
like him. So
okay. Uh, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. There's only one player I think they should even consider thinking about it. If he's there, they better be on the phone within 5 seconds, and that's Jackson Powers Johnson. I think that dude there is an absolute monster, bro. Hit the film, the technique he play with, the hand. Larry know what I'm talking. The technique, the hand positioning, the leverage. And
Oregon.
he can play.
Oregon. Olaman.
Mm.
Yes,
Nice. Yeah, he's nice.
he,
I like him
he
too.
can. He plays with great leverage. His hand placement is always in the right place. It seems like his get off the ball is one of the best I've seen in a out of a lineman coming out of college in a long time since Penei Sewell, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
wow,
I
that's saying
just think
something.
I just think Jackson Powell is gonna be one of those like all time, potentially all time great inline blockers, bro. He's
Really?
that damn good to me.
So, do you
Well,
think
let me use
potentially
a better
we're
example. I think
drafting?
he I think he is what Quentin Nelson was coming out of college. I truly believe that.
Oh, damn! You think he's that good?
For real?
Yes. And the
I might
thing
have to go
is
watch more film on him.
he could play center. That's the thing. You can play
And
center.
we
If you
need
wanna
that.
move
We
him-
need that.
if you want to move him at center, you can do that. And
I might have to
I'm
go
not
out
saying,
somewhere.
listen, I'm not saying he's going to be Zach Martin or Quentin Nelson necessarily. I don't know. But what I do know is the talent is there, bro. It's there. So
So,
I
do
think
you
that's
think
about it.
with this pick we're drafting Armstead's? Do you think with this pick we're drafting Armstead's successor?
No, because if they take Jackson, he's staying inside. He's not going to tackle.
Right. Okay. I like that pick. But I think, nah. Or would y'all be open to trading the pick to get back more picks?
I would.
It
Depends
depends to
on the
what.
pick package though,
It
because
depends to what.
I don't want no third, fourth next year, second next year. I don't want that. I
You
need
don't want
something for
that?
right now. I need
Yeah,
something.
we need addition right now, not addition by subtraction. Now we don't need that.
I agree.
So,
We
I
need
like that.
something now.
I
but
feel you.
let's go ahead. We gonna go into the last topic before we go to the would you rather, and it was something I just wanted to ask y'all. So, if it was something going into the season next season, what is one thing you all want to see changed about the team from any perspective, whether it's a player perspective, whether it's a schematic perspective, head office, GM, whatever. Like, if it was one thing you could be guaranteed to change, what would it be?
A new
Clock
owner.
management. Clock management.
A new owner? Okay.
A new owner? Shit, I wish. I wish. If we're talking about in the in game, I would want guaranteed clock management to be one of the main factors because
Okay.
Mike McDaniel fucking sucks at it. I'm sorry. I know Dolphins fans don't like hearing it, especially them fucking social media ones. But if I can guarantee clock management, good clock management with Mike McDaniel, do you know how many wins we could have fucking had if we had proper clock management? God damn, bro.
I feel like that's why we lost the Titans game. Poor clock management.
That we done lost a lot of games like that, bro. A lot.
The
What's
Bills
going
game,
on? What's going
The
on,
Bills game
Brandon?
definitely.
like if I
What's
could
going
get
on, my boy?
guaranteed good clock management, bro, I can live with that. I can live with that. And if I can live with Jalen Waddle not dropping crucial balls, I can live with that too.
Tyreek Hill too.
Yeah. Hey, all they ass. I ain't gonna lie.
I want everybody.
What's your pick, Rio?
I'll say we need better corners. We
Okay.
Yeah,
need
I agree with that. You ain't
we
wrong.
need
Kohu burnt toast,
more
man.
corners, bro.
I don't
Literally,
even want to
like
talk about
that's
Kohu.
what it is, bro. It's literally we need someone else besides Javon Holland, um, and Ramsey. I mean, I feel like Nick Needham was a good slot corner before he got
Before
hurt,
the injury,
especially.
yeah.
Yes,
I actually like
I
Nick
fuck with Nick
Needham,
Needham.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
I
fuck with
do
Nick
too.
Needham.
yes.
I
But
like Nick Needham at one point. I really did.
I honestly don't like. I understand the Deshaun Elliott re-signing,
I rock with
but
Deshaun Elliott. You don't rock with
Now
Deshaun
they didn't
Elliott?
resign. It wasn't Deshaun Elliott though.
it wasn't.
It, it was Elijah Campbell.
You don't rock with Deshaun Elliott though?
I kind of do, but
I thought he was all right.
I
no,
thought
yeah,
he was cool.
he played decent, but I feel like I don't know. I expected more from him, and there were games where it's like, you know, and then those games with missed tackling was a problem like that. Even though our defense played well versus KC, ultimately, but those missed tackles and like that was killing us, and it was multiple plays where a defender is, I mean, a receiver is, or a tight end is wide the hell open, and it's like, bro, what are you guys are doing? Like, man,
Right.
I don't know. Like me and Larry was talking yesterday at our game, and it's like some of these DBs, and not saying like I'm just saying in general, like they don't know zone coverages, and it's like it's annoying as hell, especially if you have the athletic ability to do that. It's like,
Mhm.
bro, how do you not understand your zone coverage? It's not that hard. It is not that hard.
I agree. I completely agree. And before I give piggyback off that, Brandon asked what's our thoughts on Christian Wilkins. We did discuss Christian Wilkins earlier. We pretty much said that we believe that it's leaning towards the way of him not coming back with the team because the money and the dollars he is asking for. But Lewis wasn't here when we discussed that. So Lewis, if you wanted to get your thoughts on Wilkins real quick, you can go ahead.
If you want to get paid Aaron Donald money, I want Aaron Donald production. You're just not that, pal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have to say. There's nothing more. There's nothing more I can say. You're not even better than Quinnen Williams, if I'm going to keep it a buck.
I've been said that. I ain't gonna lie.
You're
People
not.
get mad when I say that though.
And I love Christian Wilk. I love C. Wilk, but let's keep it a buck, bro. You're not even better than Quinnen Williams.
Right. And so Larry, you said owner, Lewis said clock management, and Rio said DB.
He said
right?
owner. I'm with you on that, bro. Stephen
Bro,
Ross got to go, bro.
We need a new owner, bro.
It's not happening in our
even,
lifetime,
Hey,
but
it's
it's
not
going to
even
happen.
sad to say. It's not even like, oh my God, it needs to be. It needs to happen ASAP. It needs to happen yesterday, bro.
Brandon
It's
said,
over.
Brandon said, wow. Hey man, Brandon, I'm not gonna lie, man. If Christian Wilkins want $25+ million, man, he can walk, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna
He
hold
bet.
you.
I bet it. You talk about guarantee. If we bring back Christian Wilkins, I bet it be guaranteed fucking 20 sacks a year with his bitch ass.
They about to, that boy said they about to overpay too. They are about to over. Matter
They
of
are
fact, I'm
gonna.
glad you
They're
brought that up,
definitely
bro.
overpaying too.
Glad you brought that up because we could talk about that before we get into the last segment. So
We
what
have a
y'all think?
quarterback, boys.
So I know
Hey,
y'all see the estimations of what Tua could possibly make.
Mm-hmm.
What is y'all thoughts on that, and how do y'all think that's gonna go?
What it was like 50 million?
55.
I'm mad as fuck. Why the fuck is he gonna be the second highest paid quarterback in the league? That's what I want to know.
I know. I think
The
I know
fuck?
English, bro. I know you ain't just say 55.
You're
Yeah,
55, bro.
55.
Yeah.
yeah, pal.
Yeah, fam. They're done.
Yeah, pal.
55, bro. 55, bro. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. If they sign him to that deal, that's gonna be worse than the Dolphins signing David Boston, bro.
Nah, fuck. It'll be worse than us signing Mike Wallace.
It's gonna be wait, hold on now. Wait, hold on.
Hey, Mike Wallace was a dog.
Mike Wallace
Mike
was
Wallace
very
was
productive for us, bro.
He was
Man,
tough for us.
Ryan
not for
Tannehill
what
just
we
Ryan
paid him.
Tannehill. Hey, Ryan Tannehill couldn't get that man the ball, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because
Man.
it was some games where I watched Mike Wallace. I'm talking about he would beat the DB in front of him like a drum, and the ball is just 10 yards short, damn near every time. I be like, bro, I'm like, at some point, bro, he got to go slap Ryan Tannehill or something, because it's like this can't keep happening.
Hey, I would say one thing. Let me back up one quick second. When I said it about Nick Saban, I think Larry know I said this. I knew it was his time. It was coming. So watch what I tell you. Stephen Ross gonna be really soon. He's gonna be out of that. I don't
No,
know
he
why,
is.
but
He
he gonna be
is.
out of that real soon, bro. So
No, he
don't worry
is.
about that.
He is, because remember he found his success already too. That woman, I forgot her name though. It was a woman he had introduced at one of the one of the press conferences about saying that she could potentially be the next owner. So it's not far fetched to say that he could be out the door soon. Like he gonna sell the team. I mean, Stephen Ross is an old dude. Like all he want to do at
Exactly.
this point in his life is see a Super Bowl and live his life, honestly. So
If
I wouldn't be
we get
surprised.
to it, he's never seeing that.
Yeah.
If we re-sign to Tagovailoa, bro, that Samoan, we're not winning the Super Bowl in life.
Jesus.
I'm sorry to say. It's unfortunate to say.
Should go
But
Sanders?
that's me talking as a Dolphins fan, bro. It's done. It's over with. As soon as I see him sign the dotted line, bro.
No, I'd
I'm
rather.
not sure.
So why? Well, hello, Lewis. I want to hear this one. Why you feel that way, man?
I don't feel like Tua is the quarterback of the future. I don't feel like he's a quarterback of the future. When I see Tua, bro, all production, everything. Yeah, you got to make the throws. He's surrounded by talent. He's one of the quarterbacks who cannot create his offense. He can't create his own style. He doesn't have his own swagger when it comes to the football field. He's not that guy. He's not a playmaker. He's not the type of quarterback to lead a team to me, bro. It's sad to say as a Dolphins fan, but it's honestly the truth, bro. I don't think he's the quarterback of the future. Not on any team, just my team specifically.
I get
Now,
you.
what I love for Tua to still be out there and like I don't wish no harm on him, of course, but I'm gonna just say this: I don't think he's a quarterback. He's not a quarterback that could lead a franchise to a Super Bowl. I don't think he's that guy.
Woo!
Okay.
He's
Okay.
not, bro.
All right. So
Whoa, 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 whoa,
so
whoa,
I
whoa,
see we
whoa.
all here pretty much don't want to see him sign the multi-year
Hold
extension.
on. Wait 1 second. I will be devil's advocate with that.
Okay, go ahead.
I see, like, I noticed we all got put on notice about Tua based off of this one game, and everybody know what I'm talking about. And it's that first national championship game that they came back and won because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I feel like the injury kind of slowed it down. And I feel like maybe the concussions slowed it down a little bit. But I feel like if Tua was to play like how he played before he got hurt last year, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but he was running a lot more last year. And I don't know if y'all remember when he ran over that Jets player, knocked his helmet off our thing too. I feel like the only thing we're missing, and everybody agreed one day in the chat about it, if we have a quarterback that can scramble also, that will be a big difference in a lot of the things that happen on the offensive side of the ball. And there were times last year where Tua, used to scramble and he'll pick up some decent yards from it. I think they're like shying away from that. I'm trying to make him, more pocket passer, but I feel like if he roll out a lot more and actually scramble, then we could get more production out of that. And I don't think he's a bad runner. Like, I'm not saying he's a great runner, but shoot, y'all see what Josh Allen doing, and those are totally two different players. So let's get that out of the way. But if he can run more, I feel like our offense will have a better chance of getting things done and getting drives completed.
Okay.
So, like, the second highest paying quarterback is kind of insane, but I mean, you gotta just roll with the punches, especially as Dolphin fans. We gotta roll with the punches and stick it out with them. Like, I guess, like, now if we get to trade him or if you don't get to sign that contract, then yeah, that's whatever. And
Okay.
I'll be kind of happy with that. But I wouldn't necessarily write us off from a championship. Not saying we're gonna win. I ain't one of those Dolphin fans like, oh, this the year we gonna win, stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like I'm not gonna write him off. Like, he pisses me off. I'm not gonna write him off.
Okay. And all right, so we go ahead and move on to our last segment, gentlemen. So we're gonna do another would you rather, and I did put Ronnie Brown, but I want to do another person real quick just to see where everybody here is at. So just so we clear, when I say the names, whichever player you will prefer, just repeat that player's name. So we're gonna do a would you rather Raheem Mostert edition.
Ooh.
Let's get to it. First name up, the dude we were supposed to do, Ronnie Brown.
Ronnie Brown or
You
Raheem
said
Mostert?
who?
Yeah, Ronnie Brown. Oh, Raheem Mostert, yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one actually. Because I love Ronnie Brown. Do I think we were supposed to that he was worth the pick that we picked him at? No. But
Well, I'm gonna take Raheem. Take Raheem. Take Raheem.
Okay.
I don't know, but in this offense, we picking this offense, right? Or just caliber player?
Just caliber of player.
I think Raheem peaked higher, bro. I mean, led the league in touchdowns, man. And I think he's a little bit of a better of a receiving threat too.
I think that's what Ronnie Brown was.
I don't know
I
about
might
that.
have to go. I might have to go Ronnie.
I don't know about that receiver threat coming. I don't know.
I might have to go. I might have to go Ronnie just because he brings up. It's tough. It's honestly tough.
I'm taking Raheem. I think Raheem peaked higher, man. I think he peaked higher.
Who you taking, Real?
That's a tough one, bro.
Real, you're. I don't know if he does, but me personally, I'm taking Ronnie Brown. I'm taking Ronnie Brown. I just think Ronnie Brown, he was a lot more durable. I mean, he wasn't necessarily a 16 game per year player, but he was on the field more consistently than where he most was, even in his later years. And people forget a large portion of his career, he was our offense, bro. He was like he didn't have Tyreek Hill out there, then Jalen Waddle taking coverages or taking stat bosses away from him. He was the guy. He had Greg Camarillo and Devon Best and them boys out there. Yeah, they solid, but they ain't no road runners. They not moving coverages. But next thing,
you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was saying Mostert. I said Mostert, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. Next name we got, excuse me, Lamar Miller.
I love Lamar Miller, man.
I love Lamar Miller too, though. That's a hurricane right there.
Lamar Miller, man.
Hey, I gotta go Mostert, man.
I'm going Mostert because Larry, fam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mostert.
Yeah,
I gotta go Mostert. I love Lamar Miller, man. I love Lamar Miller. I was
so sad when he went to Houston.
Man, we didn't bring him back. I was pissed, bro.
I was sick, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Mostert too, but Lamar Miller was underappreciated. I agree with that. Next name
I missed that team with Landry, Stills, Lamar Miller.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, we ain't win nothing, so.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But next name we got, excuse me. Let's go with Devon A-Chain. Let's go with the dude right now with him.
A-Chain.
I'm riding the A train, bro. I'm riding the A train.
Sure.
That was my nickname for the boy. A-Chain, the A train, bro. I know it's I-Chain or however he want to say it now, but I'm taking A-Chain, bro.
A-Chain.
Okay.
You talk about one play drive. He the definition of one play drive. All he need one run.
Dude, bro.
One run.
He gonna get a 2K. He gonna get a 2,000 rushing yard.
Boy, don't get me started.
2,000.
Don't get me started. I see him as a 1,400 yard guy. He can get 1,400 easily healthy.
We're gonna see, man. He got to stay healthy first, though. But
I need him healthy.
If both of them are healthy and playing, I do take A-Chan over Mostert, though. But next name we got, excuse me, Jay Ajayi.
Jay Ajayi. You talk about somebody that was our offense. Jesus Christ, Jay Ajayi put us on his fucking back. Oh
I'm not taking Jay Ajayi over Mostert.
I'm taking Jay Ajayi, bro. I'm taking Jay Ajayi.
If we talk about injuries, I'm definitely not taking Jay And I love Jay Ajayi.
Bro, you talk about Jay. If if a factor of you taking Ronnie Brown over Mostert was because Ronnie Brown was our offense, Jay Ajayi, his 2 years here, bro, literally carried us to so many wins. It was ridiculous.
Especially the
Right,
one
I
over
agree.
Pittsburgh.
But who you taking, Rio?
I'm going most of.
Damn.
Most
I'm
of
not
I
them.
gonna
like
lie.
and I like Ajayi. I love Ajayi, but
I was sick when we traded him to Philly. I wanted to cry, bro.
yeah, that was insane.
I was pissed. But
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
like
lie.
most of got him, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Jay Ajayi, but it's close.
Oh,
I'm not.
It is close.
I'm not gonna say it's not close. It's close. I just love Jay Ajayi's running style and his play style, bro. I just love aggressive players. Like he ran with a purpose. But
He
another
did. He
player,
did.
Reggie Bush.
I'm taking Reggie. Sorry.
I'm taking Reggie.
Sorry. Now, if we talking about the same thing Lewis said about Jay Ajayi, that was Reggie Bush. He was so dynamic for us, bro.
I'm taking Reggie.
So dynamic. Oh my
Who you
goodness.
taking, Real?
I'm definitely taking that boy Reggie.
I cannot
Okay.
believe we had Reggie Bush on our squad and we fucking re-signed him, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Reggie Bush too. And the last name, I think this should be another clearing, Ricky Williams.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Ricky
that's
Wi-
not even.
Ricky
Yeah,
Williams.
not
That's
even a
not, bro.
discussion.
You don't even have to answer that question, bro.
Yeah,
If Ricky Williams was in this offense, easily 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, bro. Easily.
bro, we win the
Easily.
Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck. We win the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
he's running up Kansas City, bro. He's running up Kansas City, bro. I'm sorry.
That bold right there, boy.
It's bold.
But you
I
said
think
if he was in this offense, it would be easy 18. I think he gets 2K. I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh.
Because he had 1,800. Because he already had 1,800 with us.
yeah. Dude,
So
And he was the offense, boy. It was literally
so you put
literally
him on this
and
offense, he's getting like 2.1K.
it was literally him, me, you, and Larry and Rio out there with him, boy. He had nothing. They had nothing.
Look,
Is that the
I
team
think-
with Jay Fielder and
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
He had nothing out there, boy. Like, it was just him and his lonesome.
You put Ricky Williams on today's squad. That's easy 2K. That's easy.
But
oh my
now to
god,
get
I
to the
miss Ricky
conclusion of the
Williams.
show, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, Jennifer, always coming through, man. Always much love. And
Yes, sir.
whoever showed up, I appreciate the comments from Brandon showing his love always. So
Shut up,
you go ahead, Louis. I'll let you go first, man. Let the people know where to follow you.
Yeah, sports TikTok, Super Mighty Mouse Lou. Appreciate Last Word having me on. Always good to talk about the Fins and sports in general. But definitely follow me on my sports TikTok, Super Mighty Mouse Lou, and I appreciate Last Word.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Larry.
Hey, go Dolphins, Super Bowl.
Hey, love the energy.
All right.
Hey, that's it.
Anything you want to say, Rio?
Yeah, man. This is another good episode. Sorry we couldn't make it last week. We had some things going on, but
It's
man, we
all
love
good.
stuff like this. We gonna try to keep this thing going. See if we can get it bigger, man. Because it's good to do things like this. Have real people talking real stuff. And basing our
Keon Coleman, second round. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, Keon Coleman, second round, or Johnny Wilson. I'll take Johnny Wilson, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Keon Coleman might go first round now though. After he ran the 4-4. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, they need to fuck off.
No.
He ran a 4-5.
He didn't. No, yeah, he ran a 4.5. Yeah, he ran a 4.5.
Oh, I thought he ran a 4-4. I must have missed
He
that.
actually, but his that one drill where you catch on both sides, I forgot what that one called, but
The receiver gauntlet.
yeah, the receiver gauntlet. I think he got up to like a 22 mile per hour, something crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's like that's what it goes with, like game speed, man. That shit is
22 miles per hour. That's a little bit behind Reek.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Keon Coleman is a freak of nature, man. I would love to see him in the Dolphin jersey. I'm not gonna lie, but appreciate y'all for
But
tuning in again, man. So
Yeah,
if you are tuning in, be sure to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere. Last Word Productions, YouTube, of course. And y'all be on the lookout for in about 2 weeks. I will be starting up the NFL and NBA episode as well. That's
oh
gonna be on
yeah,
Saturdays, and I'm gonna be keeping this on Sundays. So y'all be on the lookout for that. All right, and I see y'all in the next one. I appreciate y'all, boys.
sir. Take care, y'all.
Yep.
Be safe.